to Pit Stop. So today we are at the Buth International Circuit, actually driving the brand spanking new Aster. So I've got a black Aster for myself to drive around the track. So we have got different zones with different experiences to understand the Aster in a better way. So the Aster is loaded with tech, as you all know. It's an MG product. It's a very promising product, first of all. So I'm really happy about that thing. So we will be doing a very quick review of the Aster now. So before getting into the video, please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications. And please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. So let's start the Aster drive. So before showing the inside of the Aster, let me show you around the car first. So first of all, the Aster has got a very premium and compact dimensions, I would say. Not compact dimensions exactly, but the car looks very premium, and my most favorite color is this, the black. We do have other color options, but this is my personal favorite. Just look at the car looks dashing in my opinion. They have this spectacular front grille which is quite big, and we have a large MG logo at the front, and the grille looks like a spider web, and it looks nice overall. And here we have a radar system, and here we have parking sensors, radars and all that. Here we have a honeycomb design. The lower part of the bumper, this is how it looks. We have an all LED headlamps and all that. Even the fog lamps are all LED, and overall the Aster looks sharp and premium in my opinion, if you ask. And there is nothing much, no big lines to talk about, just a simple design which is very, very attractive if you ask me. If you take a look at the headlamp design, headlights, it has got this nice touch design elements. We do have these LED turn indicators as well. Everything looks top notch, everything looks premium, and the build quality of the car, touch anywhere and see, you can feel that. Even when you close the door, you can feel that thud, which assurance thud, which shows you that this is a strongly built car. And here we have a Brit dynamic badging, not just here, even on the interiors we do have. And here we have something like internet inside. Instead of that, we do have the AI inside badging. And the turn indicators comes with a camera as well, and side mirrors comes with a camera as well as turn indicators. The side profile also looks very proportionate. The car is like it's in a perfect size, I would call it that way. And the alloy wheels are also looking premium. We do have a dual shade alloy system, alloy colors, and this is the 17-inch alloy wheels. The brake calipers comes in red, which adds a bit of sporty element. And alright, so we do have a beautiful looking chrome roof rails, and the chrome lining on the car also looks pretty premium. So this is how the side profile looks. And from the rear side of the car, here again we do have a big MG logo, big Aster badging, and here it shows a ZS, and here it shows an ADAS. So guys, as we all know, this car is actually the normal variant of the ZS EV. So this is not a ZS EV, this will be called as an Aster, but the ZS EV with a petrol engine is what we call as an Aster. Hope that is clear. So here we have quite a spacious boot, and the boot elements and the boot, all these things are nicely designed, and the quality is also feels pretty nice. So here we have a space saver, and we have boot lamps and all that. So overall, pretty much impressive in terms of space and design. So here we have so the splitter design and the exhaust. It comes in dual exhaust chrome finish, but it's not a dual exhaust. One is a fake one. Simply they have given a chrome finish over here, and here we have parking sensors, rear view cameras, and all that. So this is all about the exterior design of the Aster. They want to show this pretty strongly, and they want to make this as a statement, because this is the biggest highlight of the Aster: autonomous level 2 driving option and ADAS. So that's why they have shown it like that. So altogether I'm pretty impressed with the way the Aster looks, because pretty elegant, pretty sporty if you want to call it that way as well, because the black is my favorite color. There you can see the orange shade as well. So I am pretty much impressed with the overall design of the Aster. Let me quickly show you the interiors now. So let me give you a closer look at the MG Aster. So let me just start the car first. All right. So can you see how super cool is the MG Aster? Actually, interiors are something which I really liked about. Let me increase the fan. So okay, here we have a very neat and proper useful touchscreen which shows all the information, not just the infotainment system. Even it shows the AC controls, even it shows the 360-degree view. And one thing to talk about is the 360-degree view camera clarity is pretty nice, nothing much to complain about. Let me show you what happens when we put it in reverse. We can see a view like this, or else we even get a 3D view. So this is how the Aster looks. So this is how the 3D view of the Aster looks. Okay, so 2D. Okay, so when you put it to the left, you get a blind view monitor. When you put it to the right, again you get a right blind view monitor. All right, so this is something really special, because this is what is called as AI Inside. Hello Aster. Hello Aster. What is okay? Put it in park. Hello Aster.
Hi. How can I help?
Nothing to help. All right. So, talking about the interiors of the MG Aster, I am pretty much impressed with the overall quality. The seats are something which is super comfortable. Seriously, guys, the seats are something which I really liked. I don't mind spending the whole day sitting inside and driving the Aster around. About the engine part and all, I'll tell you, but overall the fit and finish of the cabin, the materials used, even on the top we have leather finish, not just hard plastics. It is soft touch plastic with leather finish, and even the AC vents, the chrome lining, the AC vents with dynamic badging, this red and black combination, everything.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Okay, Aster, please shut up. So everything looks pretty cool, and the screen also is pretty nice. So I don't have any complaints to talk about the interiors of the Aster. Even the steering wheel comes with a nice leather wrap, and overall the fit and finish of the cabin, the steering, the leather, everything is pretty nice. And over here we get a complete instrument cluster, which is digital instrument cluster. Towards the left you get the speed and the fuel meters, towards the right you get the RPM, and to the middle you get all the notifications, the lane departure system, the speed assist warnings, and all these notifications you will get over here. So that is how the instrument cluster looks. So let me show you what else. All right, the sun. So this is something which is different in the Aster, because the sun roof controls comes like this on a round dial instead of the typical switches. So it works like this. All right, and if you want the blinds to go back, this is how we can do it, and it gets the largest sunroof, I guess. It's like a panoramic sunroof, but it feels like, it is one of the largest in its class. So overall there is a lot of cabin light coming in because of the sunroof. And let me close this as well. All right, so overall the interiors are top notch. I seriously love the interiors because it is a proper 5-seater, nothing much to complain about. The quality is something which I feel like, it's really top notch quality, and the fit and finish of all the materials, the switches, even the screen, it's pretty useful. On the screen we get a JioSaavn music app, we get on the more, we get all other systems. We get a themes too, we get an to control the AI settings, we get Aster options. We can talk to the AI, okay? We can ask for jokes, we can ask for anything, we can ask for any queries. It will directly take it from the Wikipedia and inform to us. And we get vehicle settings. So in the vehicle settings, we have a lot of options to be which can be set up. Say for example, this is the follow me home headlamps, which can be set up to 90 seconds. The headlamps will be running for 90 seconds, and there is a find my car option as well, lighting and honking and lighting. So if you can change this as well. So here we get a tire pressure monitoring system, which shows the tire pressure and also the tire temperature, which the units can be changed from PSI, KPA and bar options. And EPS is nothing but the steering options. Like we have dynamic mode, we have normal mode, and we have an urban mode. And then finally, the most important ADAS features, driving assist features, forward collision warning. So here the driving, I'll show you like the complete demonstration of forward collision warning, rear drive assist, lane assist system and speed assist system right now. So other than that, overall everything is like pretty much likable, because even if this is the automatic, so we have only driven the automatic, okay? So this is how the automatic gear lever looks. Even the gear lever feels like, you know, plush and premium finish and all that. Here we get a wireless charging pad. No, it is not a wireless charging pad. So this is not a wireless charging pad. Here we got a 12-volt socket and 2 USB ports over here. And the cabin is something which I really like. I think the only thing missing will be the wireless charging pad as of now. So other than that, electronic parking brake and auto engine start stop switch. Here we get 2 cup holders, and the highlight of the Aster is, again, you can drive it without a key. If you have a mobile with the application logged in, you can drive the Aster without the key. And here this is how the handrest compartment looks. So overall, if you ask me, Aster has got a brilliant design. Aster has got a superb interiors, and even the ADAS features are developed in partnership with Bosch. So I believe that will last forever. So overall, the quality, the design elements, everything, I simply I don't have much complaints about the Aster. I would like to mention it that way. So let me show you the second row of the Aster. So talking about the interiors, it is like, you know, I feel like somewhat the design of this car is somewhat perfect, because just take a look at the leg room over here. Me being a 6-foot guy, I can comfortably sit here, and the seating position is just so good that even on a long distance run, I don't feel much disturbance over here. In terms of spacing, in terms of headroom, this just feels perfect even for me. So, you know, normal sized adults, when they sit here, they'll feel even more spacious. That's what I was trying to make, and 3 people can comfortably sit over here. What I like the most is this combination of red and black leather. So that is something which is really nice. And we do get a center armrest with cup holders. If you don't want, you can close it off, and we do get 3 individual headrests. So that is pretty impressive. And overall, the interiors are fabulous. I would like to mention it that way itself. And we do get the largest sunroof. If you take a look, it's like, you know, a panoramic view you will be getting. So during the night drives and all, it will feel like, you know, very pleasant. So that's it about the second row and the interiors of the Aster. So one more thing which I personally like is that chrome lining on the dashboard. If you take a look, the door handles and all that, it comes in a dark chrome. That looks very premium. So overall, the elements, the colors, the materials used on the interiors, everything is simply superb. And I'm seriously, you know, liking the way how it is designed. So we have actually come to experience the options available in the MG Aster. So as you know, we have a tire pressure monitoring system. Okay, so here we have a tire temperature, notification as well. Tire pressure unit can be changed from PSI, KP, and bars. That's pretty useful. And we have in EPS, we have the dynamic, normal, and urban steering modes, which I'll explain when I'm driving the car. So other than that, we have the forward collision warning. So automatically, forward collision means emergency braking will happen if there is a vehicle in front of us and we are driving without noticing that. In case of an emergency, it will automatically do the braking, and sensitivity can be kept at high, medium, or low based on our preference. And we do also have the pedestrian auto emergency braking. In case if you are driving at night, in case if somebody is crossing, automatically the pedestrian braking will happen in the MG Aster. So these are the forward collision warning options available in the Aster. Then we have the rear drive assist. Rear drive assist is nothing but when you are taking a reverse, automatically the warnings will happen. The something in case if a bicycle or somebody is walking through, blind spot detection will happen. So altogether the camera will work, the warning system will work, and also here they are showing the rear drive assist. So altogether these are the options which coming in the rear drive assist. Even the lane change assist is available while taking a reverse. So these are the options in the rear drive assist. And now we have come out to check these two things, lane assist system as well as speed assist systems. So I'll show you how speed assist system works. Okay, so I've kept it on intelligent. So intelligent speed assist system is nothing but, so here we have a speed warning signboard of like 40 km per hour signboard right over there. So how it works is that the car has got cameras all around, right? So so there is the signboard which shows 40. Okay, automatically there is a message which comes like slow down, because it reads the signboard and automatically the message comes. In case if you put it on intelligent and drive, then automatically the, why is this? Okay, for that has to work, you have to keep the adaptive cruise control in the off mode and then put it on intelligent. When you put it on intelligent, what happens is that automatically the speed cutoff will happen. So even if you throttle the car will not go over that speed. The speed will be regulated to 40 or 60, whatever which is as per the signboard. So that is a pretty useful feature. And after this we have the lane assist system. So in lane assist system we can set as per our preference. If you need only warnings, that will come. If you need prevention, that will have come. That is lane departure prevention option is there. And lane keep assist, that means altogether the steering will manage into a single lane. So I'm gonna show you that now. So I have turned that on, and it will work only above 60 km per hour. So we will have to push the throttle to above 60. So throttle is above 60, but on a curvy road it will not work. So like it should be like on a highways or a little bit of curve will work, but not much. So let's try and take it to above 60. Okay, so above 60 we are going. Automatically the steering is working. Can you see this? And now please hold the steering wheel message has come, because there is a big curve ahead. So that's super cool, right? The camera automatically detects, the radar automatically detects the curve, size of the curve or whatever, and automatically we are getting the message like lane assist system is quit. You will have to hold the steering wheel. So super cool features. I don't think that we have experienced these kind of features in a car which is going to be priced under 20 lakh. So that is pretty special. So I'm again going to show you this, and okay, it didn't detect. Okay, again we have got a message like lane keep assist quit. So these are all cool. See, automatically the steering. Okay, automatically the steering is working. So it is working, and it is developed in tie-up with Bosch. So I believe that these systems will be reliable, and these systems will work for a very long time. And a good thing that MG has selected Bosch for the development of these features. So I have explained about tire pressure monitoring system, forward collision warning, emergency braking will automatically happen, pedestrian braking is also said, rear drive assist I have explained, lane assist system also I have showed you how it works exactly, and speed assist system as well. So speed assist system is something which I really feel that it will become very useful for us, because technically speaking, we don't notice signboards, but the camera notices signboards, and it will adjust the speed accordingly. And even if you drive it above the speed limit, it will not allow you to drive. So that is a super cool feature according to me. So we are driving the Aster on a race track. Will you believe me? Front wheel drive cars, actually, let it be whatever car, it will be fun if you drive a car fast. It doesn't need to be a supercar at all. Oh my goodness. 1.3 liter turbo petrol, 140 PS and 220 Newton meters of torque, ample amount of torque, and such a brilliant chassis, I would say, because it balances pretty well. See, there is minimal body roll because of the design of the car, and it's fun to drive, not like a super gigantic fun to drive petrol, but still it is fun. Let it be any car, if you drive it fast, it is fun, right? So good fuel efficiency figures and less body roll, nothing much to complain about. The gearbox is like okay, it's not like the perfect gearbox, I would say, but still it is okay-ish. And what else? Oh, there is a big so everything is like pretty much impressive. I really want to drive the Aster on the normal roads where we can feel that, like, how it will be on a real life condition. So other than that, the Aster feels pretty nice and smooth, and power delivery is linear, and don't have nothing much to complain about. The gearbox is pretty nice. What I am a big fan of how much space it offers on the inside, the build quality of the materials, the exterior design of the Aster, especially in black color. So overall, it's a pretty bloody impressive car, I would say. Let us wait for the pricing, and the ADAS features and all that is like super impressive. So that's my short review of the Aster. So let me conclude the drive. So finally, talking about the Aster, I'm pretty much impressed with this product, and secondly, MG is very much confident about the Aster, because the best part about the Aster is that it is tech loaded. So if you are in the market searching for a car with all the gizmos, with all the tech features, and even with AI inside all these features, then this is the only option for you, because you don't have anything else. And the best part is that the ADAS features are developed with the help of in a tie-up with the brand Bosch. Let me repeat, Bosch. So one thing is pretty clear, that on a long run you can completely trust all these features, because being developed in partnership with Bosch, I believe the system will last forever. That's what I feel like. And overall, I'm pretty much impressed with the way the car looks, and the interiors is something which you will really love. The red and black combo is like my favorite, I would say. So the body color, the black, is one of my other favorite as well. So overall, I am pretty much impressed with the Aster. If you are looking for a premium SUV which is a little bit compact, not as big as Hector or Hector Plus, and comfortable, which can take 5 of your friends in uttermost comfort, this is a proper 5-seater, not a 4-seater or not any other thing. This is a proper 5-seater, I would call it that way. So if you are looking in the market for a premium plush SUV, petrol SUV, then this will be one of the best choices according to my opinion, because we are just waiting for the price. So once the price rolls out, I feel like this will be a very good option according to me. So guys, hope you liked the Aster's video, and this car has got a lot of specialties. So what we have driven today is the 1.3 liter turbo petrol. We have not driven the 1.5 liter normal petrol engine. So please remember that the review is only the engine, the drive experience is only for the 1.3 turbo petrol. And let me remind you, there is no ADAS features available for the manual gearbox option. So everything I have covered, I believe. If you have any queries, please comment below. We can have a discussion. And thank you so much for watching, guys. So please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications. And please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much. Bye bye.